Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some pack opening goodness. And yeah, so I decided I was going to open up some more packs. You guys seem to really enjoy the last one. I opened up about 100k worth of packs this time around, and you guys don't have to watch the gameplay. I do actually get someone pretty cool though, so it might be worth, but if you're not interested in that, then feel free just to listen in, as I'm going to roll through some questions on my Facebook and on my Twitter that people had asked me. Like I said, you know, the last one got really good feedback. People seem to enjoy kind of listening to some of the questions were answered. But anyways, let's check out my Facebook first. So the first one is asked by Jamie Walls. He says, who is your best friend from YouTube? And in honesty, I'm not entirely sure if I have, you know, a best friend on it. I mean, I have my close group of friends. You know, you guys may know already who that is. That's Nepenthes, AA9 Skills, and Air Japes. Those are the guys that I tend to hang out with most. They're the ones I talk to the most. I occasionally speak to JJ as well, but he's a busy chap these days, and so he's off doing his own shenanigans at the moment. Another question here from Ollie Thompson is, what countries did you live in previously? And some people were really interested through when I mentioned the fact that I had actually lived in, you know, Cairo, Vietnam, Russia, Scotland, all those sort of places. So people were actually quite interested, and that's exactly where I lived. You know, I lived over in Vietnam, I lived in Russia, I lived in Egypt, and I also lived in Scotland. That's just due to my dad's job. My dad's job took us all around those awesome places, and so obviously the whole family sort of followed in suit. Anyways, next question is from Connor Gary, I think is how you say his name, and it's, what team do you support? And the team that I support is in fact Liverpool. Quite a lot of you guys will already know that. Cue all the Liverpool jokes, ha ha ha, and I've just heard so many of them, I've almost become immune to most of them. And next one is, let's take a look down here, best transfer in the January transfer window. I'm not entirely too sure, you know, there's not been one that's made me go, holy shiznit. I mean, I'm sure there are a few out there that have really, you know, done well for the clubs, but for me, there's not necessarily been one that stuck out. And also in the January transfer window, there wasn't a big move that, you know, a really big move that happened. January transfer window was actually pretty dull in my opinion. You know, there was a few transfers here and there, but nothing really big. So that's why I'm looking forward to the summer. It's clear a lot of the clubs are waiting to the summer to spend their moolah. Let's keep looking. So what's your dream job? Actually, you know, funnily enough, I'm actually doing I'd say most of my dream job. You know, I want to do a lot more in the whole gaming industry, but what I'm doing now, just being able to hop on your computer and being able to speak to, you know, 20,000 people, that is just a silly amount of people out there. You know, well, obviously depending on how many views a particular video gets, it can range from 20,000 to 60,000 to 100,000, you know, all changes depending on the day and how YouTube's feeling. But for me, it's just an incredible feeling to be able to reach out to that many people, and most of them out there, a lot of them actually don't leave comments. You know, when you think about it, if a video gets 50,000 views, maybe only, you know, 700 will leave a comment. But it's kind of weird that, you know, I always think, you know, there's about, you know, 49,000 people out there that didn't leave a comment, and it'd be really interesting to hear what they had to say. I mean, I know I'm not a guy that necessarily goes on every video and comments, just because, you know, sometimes you just don't have anything to say, you don't have any sort of opinions to put down and things like that. So let's keep looking up the list. Will you do a Harlem Shake, please? So that whole thing was just insane. Like, I think there was a day where just tons of them came out, and it was such an amazing thing to watch all these really awesome Harlem Shakes. Another one was, what is your favorite Harlem Shake? I don't know which is mine. There was one, I think it was called Matt and Kim. I think that was the name of the title, Matt and Kim. And what they did is they had a concert in, I think it was New York, one of the New York stadium, or maybe not stadiums, but concert venues, and so they were doing the Harlem Shake beforehand. No one was in the crowd, completely empty, and then when the beat drops, the whole crowd is doing the Harlem Shake, and it is just so awesome. So maybe that's one you guys want to check out on the YT. That was personally my favorite. JJ's one was really funny as well, and there were just a lot of really great ones out there. So keep looking out. Marco asks, how long have you been a ginger? I don't know where anyone got that from. I'm not a ginger. I have like darkish blonde hair, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you got that. Maybe the camera was slightly in weird lighting, but I am not a ginger, unfortunately, sir. Let's head over to Twitter. Let's see what the guys over on Twitter are saying. Rogers, out or in? Explain your answer. Definitely in. I mean, if you're gonna apply the sort of Chelsea mentality of you don't, you know, you go through a bit of a rough stage and suddenly you want your manager out. That is just some of the most pathetic support I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, I really don't I don't agree with certain fans just, you know, bashing on their manager because they didn't, you know, get 5 wins in a row and they're not winning the title and stuff. You just got to be patient, let the manager work his magic, and you know, give him time. That's the biggest thing. So yeah, I mean, if you're saying Rodgers out by now, you just shake my head. Yeah, let's take a look. Indian food or Chinese food? Definitely Indian food. You might be on the toilet for longer, but it's so worth it. Honestly, yeah, definitely Indian food for me. And you know, feel free to cue all the chow freezy jokes. Those are always epic. Have you ever questioned your sexuality? From Lewis Gallagher, AVFC. I don't know if you're going through this where you're questioning your sexuality, Lewis, and you're looking for advice, but I'm certainly not the man to ask because, yeah, I'm not questioning my sexuality. Let's have a look. What is the best player or team that you've ever played against on FIFA? So, the best player I've ever played against has got to be a guy called Scoldy. He used to do YouTube. I don't think he does it anymore. And he was just an incredible player. He was really, really good, and he could pretty much beat anyone in his way. I'm sure there are a few pros out there that could probably beat him, but yeah, he was a really strong player. How does it feel to be Peter Pan? So obviously Jordan Long from Twitter has been watching some of JJ's series. I mean, I want to know, what do you guys think to the series that myself, AA9, Nepo, and JJ are doing? Do you like that? Do you find it a good series? I'm just interested to know. I certainly, you know, watching it back, I do find it kind of funny. There's some good stuff, and it's just a good laugh to do. So I don't know about you guys. Let me know. Do you guys enjoy the series? What would you like to see change? That sort of thing. And yeah, I love being Peter Pan. Peter Pan is awesome. Let's take a look down. What's the best ever Ultimate Team you've ever played with? So I don't know whether he's asking for the rating, like the actual best one. So for me, that would obviously, I played with the full Team of the Year team, but that wasn't the one I most enjoyed or found that I actually got the best results. For me, it's my non-rare Spanish side. And I believe if you go right back to when FIFA 13 first came out, so maybe my video in, maybe it was October, maybe even November, you guys might actually see a squad builder I did on that team because I've had it for ages and it is just awesome. Let's have a look here. So, how long till you move to London? I'm hoping it should be very soon, very, very soon, and I'll keep you guys all updated on that. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Facebook if you already haven't. And what nationality are you? Now this one's a little bit weird. I honestly don't even know the answer to that because I've lived in so many different places. So it's not like I'm definitely Scottish, I'm definitely English, I'm definitely, well, I'm pretty sure I'm not Egyptian. So, you know, I don't really know, but I'm from the UK. That just works. How about that? How about we just settle for the UK? Looking down the list of awesomeness. Looking down. If you were to meet anyone in real life, who'd it be and why? I really, really, really want to meet Will Smith. He is just a god. I know that's a bit of a lame answer, but seriously, that would just be awesome. Will Smith is just a god. Seriously. Let's go look. What color is your toothbrush? It is indeed pink. Sorry about that. It is pink, yeah. Pink's awesome, though. I can roll with some pink. I'm actually currently sitting here in an awesome dressing gown just after a shower, and I'm feeling pretty pimpin', feeling pretty swag. Also, guys, for my 200k video, what would you guys say to having a dual commentary with my mom, and you can just ask her a bunch of questions and she can answer them in a while she plays FIFA, of course. So it'll be her FIFA gameplay, and I'll ask her some of the questions, and that'll be my sort of 200k video. What do you guys think to that? Do let me know in the comments. I am interested to know whether you guys, you know, would like to see that at all, and if so, then make sure you let me know, because I don't know whether that's a good video or not, and I think it would be kind of funny, but I'm not too sure. Let's have a look. Okay, so Legacy asks, if Suits didn't exist, what other show would you watch? I actually watch a show called White Collar. That's also really good. I just, you know, it's just awesome. So anyone else who watches White Collar, we love this. You know, we're on the same wavelength here. Another question from Eunice. Have you ever considered to stop YouTube? If so, why? I actually have once or twice, I think, and it's just mainly because it actually drains on you so very much. I think you guys would be surprised at how tiring putting out 2 videos, sometimes 3 videos a day actually is, and how much effort that actually requires. A lot of people think, you know, it's just as simple as it is as, you know, just capturing it, and, you know, you got to think of things to talk about. You got to, you know, keep up this sort of energy, and it is actually very tiring. And, you know, I do love doing it every single day, but, you know, it catches up to you, and sometimes you're just like, I need to take a couple days break, and that's happened to me a few times, especially when I've decided to travel down to London and things. It's nice sometimes just to take a break. But guys, I hope you've all enjoyed this video, and if you have, then leaving a like is always appreciated. And yeah, that was an awkward outro, but yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Thank you guys very much for watching. See you in a bit. Bye bye.